This is KB and welcome to my solo adventure where I do whatever my heart desires, and today I feel like building a little bit of a wheat farm, and we'll also build a windmill because that kind of feels that it goes together. And where I want to do it is if we go on this side, on top of that hill, I want to have the windmill, and then these hills we can use to build the wheat farm itself and use different heights and try and do something with that. I may need to extend the road over there, so if we do have time in this episode, I will extend some more roads. We'll have to see if I get time to do that. So no promises, but at least we're going to build a wheat farm because we do need to make more wheat if we're going to have the cow farm functioning properly to build up our leather with the sugarcane farm that has to be extended as we go so that we can make books, because those books I want to trade by the village there at the back. I'll probably pop in quickly just to remind you how things look on that side. So as I mentioned, just a quick reminder of how this village looks. It's not too far off, maybe a at most 5-minute walk, if it is that far even. Once we have a light ride, it will be no problem to get here. But yes, I stored the villagers, tried to make them safe, a couple of dudes I buried, just to make sure we have villagers over here, because we definitely probably make a villager breeder first, and then we'll get to iron farms and all those things. But this is the start of all of that. We even have a little witch farm here, so maybe we do something with that, get some redstone. There's a desert at the back here, so we can collect sand. We have the swamps. Maybe we can use the swamps to get slime. Probably not. I think a slime chunk works better. But yes, this is the village we will use for all our villagers. English. For all our villager needs. It's not that difficult to say. But yes, this is the village. But that's not today's focus. I need to head back to our farming village because we need to build a windmill. And there we have the windmill. Now, it was a little bit tricky to record. My angles were a little bit off because there's no replay mode for 1.15. So I had to use my camera account. I haven't done that in quite some time. But there you have it. That is the windmill. I really love how this turned out. I didn't Google anything. I went into creative and I put this together. So it turned out pretty cool. There's probably some minor detail work I can do, like maybe add something at the front there. Maybe a button. We can add a button at the front. I don't have stone to make a button for the front. That's fine. Like I said, there's small details I can add. I'll probably look at it. But now we need to figure out the next thing. So obviously we're going to have a road that comes out here. And most likely I'll have the road... maybe it should come out immediately and have kind of a diagonal type of angle. And then as you can see, I removed lots of grass around this place because we need to start growing some wheat. So the first thing I'm going to do is just grab some water and then place water on spots where I think I can have water sources. And then we need to add the wheat after that. I took a couple of minutes and I landscaped the area and I added the water bits in and made it farmland so I can show you how it looks with my camera account. I shaped it out nicely, so I do like the shape we have at the moment. We will see if we do more to it, but I'm gonna go ahead and start planting some of the seeds. I tried to leave a little spot where I think a road can go, so we'll tweak and just work on that and see how we develop the path. We do need to make some fences and things, and at the top we do need to do something. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet, but for now, I just need to go ahead and start planting some seeds. The problem that I made this automatic composter type of system where I can drop any organic things in there. It goes to the composter and the bone meal then goes in here. So all of my seeds are gone, except the ones I have on me. So I'm going to start planting them, but then I will need to get some more seeds. There's a lot of grass I can mow, so that's not a problem. But I'll get on this. And then we need to try and figure out just some detailed decor work around the farm. The wheat farm is really starting to come along. I have all of the wheat in, so that is it for that. And what I want to do now is just start doing the decorative bits. So we'll start with some trapdoors over all the water parts, just to make sure that we don't fall in the hole, because if you didn't climb out, sometimes you break bits and pieces of the wheat. So we'll start with things like that. And then on certain spots, I will most likely be placing um, some oak and some spruce throughout the place, just so you have spots you can get up. We can probably stop over there. So I'm gonna run through the place. What I do want to do with that is I probably want to add in like a fence bit like that, a kind of a railing you can hold on when you descend to the next part, so we can actually continue down here. This is a kind of a little thing I thought of. I don't know how it's gonna look. We'll have to see if I have it extended up like that or not. That we'll figure out once we have more of it in place. And then obviously I have some hay bales. We'll have to see if we're going to place that throughout the fields themselves. But what I do know is we're going to have some decor at the top. So I'll probably have some hay bale bits over here. Something like that. Probably more. Yes, just figuring out the decor. I don't know if it's a little bit strange having these fences like this, but the benefit is that we can scatter some lanterns throughout the place. So we'll see how it looks in the end. I'm just gonna commit to this. I think after I've placed some lanterns, we do need to start working on the road that goes down the middle, because that should give it a more of a finalized, kind of complete feeling look. So I'll check that out. And then obviously the road needs to connect it with the main area on that side. So we've got a little bit of work left here. I still don't know what I want to do at the top. Probably add some trees. I like the lanterns. Having the lanterns at night, it will light up this area pretty nicely. Just need to figure out how I want to scatter it. But yes, this project is really coming together. So let me get the stuff. I need oak. So I'm gonna go with the usual road. So I need oak, need coarse dirt. We'll make some of the path blocks and we take it down here. Now we can actually shape it, connect it up here. Maybe I'll have the road come around the building. I don't know. Let's do it. That will do it for the path running down. I do like how it looks. I still need to figure out if I want to tweak bits and pieces. I actually think maybe if we have little rocks and pebbles going along the way, that could be the last touch I was missing. I'll check that out. But I think I'm finished with the farmlands themselves. It is looking better. I'll give you a bird's eye view right at the end of the episode. But what I started doing now is just bone mealing the ground just to have little bits of foliage under the trees, though I'll probably bring it out a little bit more. I don't want the tall ones because that kind of looks more abandoned. And then the horse, I'll probably go through and just lessen it even more, just to kind of spruce things up. And after that, the final thing to do is just a little bit on the inside, which is nothing fancy. And I'll think of if there's any other bits to do, but probably not. So as for the interior, as you can see, I added this cobblestone and a side floor. So now I'm just pillaring up, because we didn't have any scaffolding yet. I need to find a bamboo forest. But for now, we'll be fine. What I want to do is I want to bring that in. Then I want to have... Is this the right way? That should be fine. Have one there. I'm going to use the roof quickly, because I want one to be right here. And then underneath that, sorry, I'm just thinking. Underneath that, this should be, so now it looks like it's kind of, that can rotate and that can rotate, so it will rotate this, which then comes straight down. So I don't know how mills work. I'm just going off of some light pictures I checked out, because the interior of a mill I had no idea, so I had to go Google that. I did not Google the exterior, but for interior, it kind of made sense. So what I want to do in the middle here is we're gonna have smooth stone slabs in the center like that. So this is like a platform where you can place wheat on top of it, and then is that one down? Then we need to extend out, because what I want to do here is have these. Okay, this one we should rotate it. It's basically grinders or crushers rather, or whatever you want to call it. I'll take this out by one more, otherwise it looks a little bit odd. But this is basically you place wheat on top of this table, and then the windmill rotates this whole thing, crushing the wheat into flour, I guess. I don't know. As I said, I have no idea how mills work and what they are. But with that, that is going to finish the interior, and that does mean that I am completely finished with the wheat farm and the windmill. So that is going to do it for this episode. I'll give you a bird's eye view of the whole thing to end this episode off with. But thank you so much for watching this episode. We are set for the future. We have wheat, so we can breed cows, so we can get leather, and then we grab the paper, the sugarcane from the sugarcane farm, the Otto sugarcane farm, make paper, make books. We can use the books to trade stuff with. I can even make an enchanting setup now, which I'll do between episodes, just to speed things up a little bit. But yes, that is going to do it for this episode, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.